Hello there and welcome along to another vlog in the continuing series that is the new vinyl review. Within each episode I take some of my favourite new releases, some of my favourite reissues, some of my favourite compilations and give them a spin. On to our first review. And our first review is an album by this chap. His name is Andrew Coombs. This is his second album. This is the album All These Dreams. It's come out on the UK label Loose Records, who have been responsible for putting out some just brilliant country tinged Americana style type of albums over the last, I don't know, 10 years or so. Really a label that is steeped in its love and its passion for the music that it puts out. And this is, I think, one of their finest releases so far. My relationship with country music was a bit of a no-go area really for many years, and then I ended up going out with a girl who was absolutely obsessed by country music, and she really turned me on to the delights of some of the greats that really are the influences that feature on this Andrew Coombs album. So the likes of songwriters like John Prine, Guy Clark, Townes Van Zandt, Merle Haggard, and of course Willie Nelson are very much at the fore of the writing of Andrew Coombs. And like all great country flavoured artists, there's sadness, there's heartbreak. In fact, yeah, I'm going to play you a tune now which sort of just literally sums up everything about country music that is just so brilliant. This is the lead track on the album. Before I play it, I'm actually going to read you the lyric, because it's, as I say, it sums up how beautiful country music can be. So this is from the lyric of Rainy Day Song, and it says, "A friend once told me, he said, boy, you sound so lonely, all those cheating, leaving done me wrongs. Have you ever heard of a happy song?" Offended, I sat down my glass, smiled and let the moment pass. Tabs on me if you think I'm lying. Laughing ain't no pleasure till you know about crying. He does it a lot better.
I've loved strangers, stops, deals and dangers, searching for my own little piece from countryside to the slick city streets. And I miss my hometown, been high and low down, learned every which way of the game out. Some things do and some don't change. It's safe to say.
Just really beautiful, and that's, you know, to me that's when country sounds just so heartfelt and emotive. And I guess one of the reasons why country was such a no-go for I think for a lot of people of my generation was because they'd sort of been brought up on like country stars coming over and playing Pebble Mill at 1. It was just naff. Everything about it was naff. And it really wasn't until the door was open and I was listening to the likes of Guy Clark and Townes Van Zandt that I started to realise just how powerful music is. Okay, so there is a connection between our next album that we're looking at and the one we've just heard, the Andrew Coombs album, because these two chaps, who go by the name of Steelism, are performers on the Andrew Coombs album as well. So what we've got here is Jeremy Fitzer from Ohio and also Spencer Cullum Jr. from Essex, who came together as part of Kathleen Rose's backing band, and basically it's a guitar frenzy because we've got a steel guitar player and a lead guitar player combining to make this instrumental duo. And as I say, they've already been performing as backing musicians on the Andrew Coombs album. What I love about this album is the authentic approach that they bring to the instrumentals that are contained within it. So you've got to remember, or rather one needs to cast one's mind back to the time, the prehistoric age of pre-Beatles, when instrumental music sort of ruled the charts. And there was a time in the late 50s and early 60s, just before the Beatles breaking open, when it really was the thing. So you had the likes of the Ventures and the Shadows and Dick Dale and Dwayne Eddy. Dwayne Eddy was huge in the UK as well as in America, and they were just massive, massive records. So instrumentals sort of, you know, along with many other musical forms, took a nosedive when the Beatles appeared on the scene and basically rewrote the rules. So this is an album that pays homage to that sort of golden period, probably best illustrated on this. So it's all instrumental. I think you might have got the gist by now. Probably best illustrated by this track here, which I think is just magnificent. This sort of takes an element of Booker T and the MG's Time Is Tight, but also adds in a sort of almost like a kraut rock Noi type of groove running throughout the whole track. Steelism. So these guys are proper in their intent and in their delivery, and that's why it works as a really good album. Do you think he's Jamie Cullum's brother? Because he's really teaching. Don't put that in. So that's about it for this week's episode of the New Vinyl Review. Don't forget, if you want to be receiving notification of each and every episode when it comes up, just make sure that you are subscribing to the YouTube channel by clicking on the red button, or getting in contact with me courtesy of my Facebook page, which goes under my name, Sean Rowley. And I'm going to go out on a, well, this is a 7-inch, not only, oh my goodness, it's purple. I forgot it's purple. That's beautiful, isn't it? We're going to go out on a 7-inch. This is a re-edit of a tune that is known and loved by many, many different people for many different reasons. It's a cover version of an old Paul Simon song called "Take Me to the Mardi Gras," as performed by the 70s. I was going to say the word easy listening, but I don't know if he was. He was a bit of a keyboard genius, Bob James, and has been responsible for providing some hip-hop artists with some of the finest breaks. You will, I think, recognise the one on this. This has been sampled basically by everyone from Run DMC to the Beastie Boys to Jay-Z through to Ghostface Killer. It's a beautiful tune as well, but the percussion breakdown is just amazing.